Am I the a-hole for refusing to come clean and ruining my ex-husband's relationship? I 42F divorced my ex-husband, Chad 42M, for cheating with his current wife, Rebecca 30F, a few years back. I'll spare the details, but basically something Chad did set off alarm bells, so I did some snooping and discovered a paper trail that led me to Rebecca. I was furious and hurt, but instead of confronting him about it then, I waited and collected evidence. I found Rebecca on social media and joined one of the online clubs she was in. We had the same interests, so it wouldn't be that big of a red flag if either Chad or Rebecca found out, and I just played it cool. I waited until after our youngest was in school so I could get a part-time job and got Chad to pay for my certification so I could get a better job. During this time, he would go on trips, book hotels, buy gifts, etc. with a secret account that I was able to access because I know Chad well enough to guess his passwords and that he only sets his alerts when someone tries to use it. After I had moved certain things out of the house without his knowledge and convinced him to take his name off of my car, I handed him the divorce papers. The hotel lobby he was in waiting for Rebecca. I had tons of pictures of them together, but only showed 3 of them when he tried to deny and 2 more to his family when he tried to send them after me. Chad was up for a big promotion, so I told him that we could either get this divorce over with or I could kick up a fuss which would make his employers reconsider his position. After I made it clear that I didn't want any alimony and that he could keep his retirement, we went our separate ways. Shortly after that, Rebecca got pregnant and they got married, and she aggravates to no end. But since my kids never complained, I was willing to just suck it up. Then recently, Rebecca decided to get a little arrogant and publicly criticized my parenting because my child didn't do so well at the end of the school year and how she'd raise her child to be smart. In the heat of the moment, along with some built-up anger, I lied and said it wasn't very smart of her to tip off the wife that she was the affair partner. Chad wasn't there, but his mom and sister were, and he called me that night to ask about it. He always wondered how I found out, and instead of telling the truth, I said that Rebecca was the one who tipped me off with the photos and told me when or where they'd be. And for some strange reason, Chad asked me to keep our kids for the whole summer, which I was willing to do in exchange for getting them on Christmas. I heard a few weeks later that Chad and Rebecca didn't have a very good summer. Rebecca has been messaging constantly about this, but if it doesn't have anything to do with my kids, silent mode. I was talking to my brother about this, and he thinks that while it's understandable why I lied, that it was still wrong. But since I don't care about Rebecca or Chad, I have to ask, am I the a-hole here?
Here are the top comments.
Rebecca's entire relationship with Chad is built on a foundation of lies. Karma is a not the a-hole. They cheated, so of course, they don't trust each other. She not only got with a married man, but is also criticizing you. Not fair.
Rebecca is fine with people lying. She cheerfully spread her legs for a man who was lying to another woman about their family life, so obviously she gets off on dishonesty. Since Rebecca loves it when people lie, she has nothing to complain about now. In fact, you're to be applauded for giving her life a much-needed, missing zing around lies in a relationship, not the a-hole.
Yeah, when 2 cheaters get together it never ends well. They both know what they're capable of and there's never truly trust.